misty hills, where the drums speak louder than words and their ancestors walk in the shadows of trees. Two hearts beat with a love so pure, even the gods turn to listen. But fate, as always, had other plans. Amani was no warrior. He was a flutist, a craftsman, his fingers better suited to carving wood than wielding blades. The village loved him. Children followed his melodies. Elders called his soul gentle. But his heart belonged entirely to Zahira, the healer's daughter, whose presence was as calming as rain after drought. They were to be wed during the festival of first harvest, a sacred celebration of life and abundance. That day, under a sky painted in gold and crimson, the drums echoed across the hills, not with war, but with joy. The fire danced, the people sang. Amani and Zahira shared a promise of a simple life, of love that would last through every season. Then came the screams. Before the second gourd of honey wine could be poured, the Mutwa raiders descended. Shadows with painted faces, bone necklaces, and blades like lightning. They tore through the celebration like wildfire. Huts burned. Drums fell silent. Amani fought to reach Zahira, but the smoke swallowed her. He was seized, beaten, bound, and taken. The drums changed that night. They no longer sang of life, but of death. Years passed. Amani, once soft spoken and full of dreams, was now known as the one with no tears. Under the warlord Mutembo, he became a hardened warrior. He forgot his name, but not a face, not a voice. He returned not as the boy who left, but as the blade of the enemy, leading a march to destroy the very village that once called him son. Zahira had survived. Hidden by her mother during the raid, she remained in the village ruins, helping rebuild what they could. She carried the wound of his absence like a buried knife. And when she heard the drums again, this time carrying the rhythm of war, she knew he was among them. As the enemy charged through the hills, Zahira stepped forward, no weapon in her hand, only the flute he once carved for her. She played their melody, the one only the two of them knew. Amani froze. His heart stuttered, then roared. The song ripped through the fog in his mind. He saw not a battlefield, but the festival. Not a stranger, but Zahira. No blood, but the promise they made under the firelight. One song, one note shattered years of silence. He turned his blade not on Zahara, but on his own men. Betrayal was the price, but love, he realized, was worth more than any war. Jabari, his closest comrade, charged at him. They fought brother against brother. Metal clashed, the sky cracked with thunder. Around them, chaos reigned. But in Amani's heart, there was only silence and her. In the end, blood was spilled. Not all warriors survived. But Zahira's village did. So did the song. Days later, Amani laid down his spear. He returned to the flute. Zahira sat beside him on the hill where they once dreamed. The world had changed, but their song remained, and in that song he found his way home.